Hey everyone, in this video we will learn transform properties of CSS. Uh, in my previous one of my videos, I started animation series. I covered only two of uh, like animation property, like animation I have covered, and the transition property of CSS I covered, but transform properties was left. So in this video we will cover this. So first of all, let's understand why you will use this transform property. So this transform properties is used to rotate any element, any image, or uh, any what we can say, any box, right? You can even use these properties to make things bigger, like you can scale it up, scale it down, or you can use these properties to even move any content, move any box left, right, like in x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So that's cause we will learn these properties. This is very useful while animating things on your website. So you can see here, this property can be used to scale it in axis, y-axis. You can even move the content. You can even use it to rotate, right? Let's say uh, you have one image like this, but what you want is you want to add that image in the uh, like in a rotated way. So you can use these properties. So let's start. uh, so I have created the HTML file and the CSS file, and the basic like style I have added, the width and the height and the background for this div. And this is the image. This image is very big, so I have added the width and height so that it can fit on my uh, page. So let's learn the first one. The first one will be, let me write it here as well. We will learn transform, and the first properties in this transform we will learn rotateX. We will also see rotateY, rotateZ. So let's learn these three, and then we will move on. So the first thing what I will do is, uh, let's rotate this image in x-axis, right? So first of all, you need to use this transform properties, and then you will use the function. Right here you can see my VS Code is showing some suggestions. There are a lot of the function, but we will learn only few of them. Cause these three properties that I have discussed, I will cover, is often used while animating, but rest are not very frequently used. So if I like uh, see any use case of these this highlighted property, then uh, of course I will bring content for this in future as well. So let's see only uh, these three, right? So let's see the rotate one first. So let's rotate this image in x-axis. So now you need to add degree of rotation, right? So you need to add it here. So how much degree of rotation will be? So you need to give it here, like 10 degree, 20 degree, 50 degree, 90 degree. You need to add it here so that browser get how much degree I need to, how much degree I need to rotate the thing, right? So if I give 50%, you can see the image is like appear like it is getting smaller. You can see here. So why this is happening? So you can see here I am rotating the image in x-axis. So you can also visualize. Let me take one. Okay. So you can visualize this as this is the x-axis. This will be y. Let me clear it. Okay. This is y, and z axis you can visualize it because I cannot draw in the three direction here. You can like think, visualize in your mind. This is z. So right now I am using rotateX. How can I remove this? Okay. So I am using rotateX. So this image is rotating on this x-axis, right? So what is happening is the bottom side, bottom part of this image is coming out of the box, out of the screen, and this upper part is going inward in this screen. That's why this image is looking flat, or you can say smaller than the normal, right? So the lower part is coming out of the screen, and this upper side is going inward the screen. That's why it is looking smaller. If you give 90, then it will be disappeared. Can play with this. You can see the image is not visible because the bottom side is coming out and the upper side is going inward, uh, and making a 90 degree, and that's because it is not visible. If you uh, increase the degree, it will be like rotated way. So this is I guess you have understand these properties. Now let's uh, use the second one, that is y. So we will rotate this image in this y-axis. So this time, this part, the if you notice on my cursor, this part will go inward, and this part will look like it comes outward. So if I give degree 50 deg, so you can see this part is going inward, and this part is looks like coming outward. So if you increase, you can see if you give 90, the same case will happen as we saw in the rotateX. So I think this is done. So this will rotate the image or the box in y-axis. Now the third and the last rotate property is Z. So this time it will rotate in this axis. You cannot see the rotation. If I give value, you cannot, like, yeah, you can see, but if I give in this box, I think this will be not visual. So you can see it is rotating in Z axis. So this was the first. Now let's learn the second one is a scale property. So a scale property will use to scale things up and down. So should I use another one? A scale. And if I give how much I want to scale, like you will give it here like in number, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you give 2, then the image will be 2 times bigger than the previous one. If you see here, the image is getting bigger. If I give 1.5, the image is 1.5 times bigger than the previous one. So I guess this is clear. So you can also specify how much you want to scale in X direction and Y direction. So if you use only scale, then, and if you give here the value, then the image or the box will scale in both the direction in X and Y as well. But if you want to scale it in only X axis, then you can also specify like this. So you can see the width is getting bigger because this is scaling in the x-axis, right? Now you can also use y as well. So this time it will be in scale up in the y-axis, and the same thing will goes with z. It will not visual because cannot visualize, can see here in the 3D direction. So that's because it is not visual in the Z direction, right? Now the two properties we have seen here, a scale X, a scale Y, SCA, a scale Z, and shorthand wall scale. So these are covered, right? We have also have seen this rotate shorthand. Now, so this if you use this rotate, then it is equal to rotate Z direction by default, because this is how the programmer has designed this. Now the third properties that we will cover in this video was, let's see, okay, translate is the last one. So the same thing will go with uh, transform properties. We will see in the x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So let's do this properties on this box. Transform, and we will use translate x. So if you give here the degree of rotation, I think you will not give degree of rotation because degree will give only in the rotation part, right? But this time you need to give in pixel, like how much you want your box to move in x-axis. You can even use percent as well, like 50%, yeah, 100%, like this. uh, so you can give 200 pixel, 300 pixel, 400 pixel, and according to the value it will move uh, on your web page. You can see it has moved to 200 pixel in the x-axis. Now let's see y. So this time it will move in the y-axis, you can see. And if you give the positive value, it will move down, and if you give in negative direction, it will move up. Not clear. So it will move up. So this is how this translate x like translate y works. So if you give in positive, it will move downward. If you give in negative, it will move upward. And the same, I think, if you give it in percent, it will work. Right? Is working. Okay. So the next thing is the z-axis. So again, you will give in percent or pixel. So you can see there is nothing visual if I change the value. This is because this box is moving in z-axis. So this box is going inward, and again you cannot see the thing here in 3D direction. That because this box is not uh, like this property is not visual on this box. So if you want to use the shorthand of this translate, you can use uh, like this. So here I think this value will be only in x direction or x-axis. If you want in z, like y-axis, you need to specify like this. If you want it move up, you can give in negative direction, negative value. And again, you can also specify in z direction as well, but as I said earlier, it will be not visual to you, right? I think we do not give in z direction here. Let's see here. Where is translate? So I guess you will only give uh, two axes here. If I give two axes, then it is working. But if I give in z direction, it is not. Even the x-axis and y-axis is not working. That's because I am guessing that third axis will not give in this translate. So this is it. We have seen the three properties: translate x, y, translate z, and the shorthand was translate. So we have seen the three properties, and we have just learned and we have applied these properties on this image in the box. And uh, this is not only you will not only use this to move the box or an image. If you like uh, like you want to animate things, then these properties will be used very often. So in the next some of the video I will try to bring like the real use case of these properties uh, with animation properties and transition properties as well. So we will now if you like uh, work on a real project, we will use all the animation properties. Like animation properties we will use transition properties, and third we learned today was this transform property. So these three properties we will use very often in animation. So that's it. In the next video we will learn uh, the real project, like we will use these properties on real project. So thanks.